do this. Got a little free time here, not too much, about an hour I'd wager. I'm going to take a quick look here at the new 4.06. I don't expect much. I've had a little bit of time to tinker with the previous few. They updated the starter pack. Kind of did some water tests, did some tests with some aqueducts, things like that. And I'm just going to take a full stab at actually doing a specific playthrough versus just testing various aspects. I've got like 5 or 6 different sites. One I just tested the aqueducts and aquifer setups and basic bug testing. I don't really have enough time to sit down and start doing another series, but hopefully, and I do mean hopefully, we'll see a little bit more coming up here. Fall is quickly approaching, so I'm not terribly worried about getting some playtime in here. Hopefully a lot of the bug fixes and patching and things like that will calm down a bit, and I'll have some free time for that. So right now I'm still up to my eyeballs in the super secret special project, which is no longer super secret. I bought 20 acres of land in the ass end of nowhere and working on getting that kind of propped up and running. So picked up a new truck so I can actually haul wood around, stuff like that, chainsaw. A lot of work to be done, but that's boring stuff for now. A couple years, that'll be more interesting. So I had saved a particular site here that looked interesting. It's got an aquifer in it, I think. Embark. Oops. There we go. Embark. Take a look here and just use the simple start. Everything looks good. And we'll take a look and see what we can come up with here. I know there's an aqueduct somewhere buried on this particular site. I just don't know where, but we'll take a look here. And of course this is going to be definitely boring if I do not throw up sound sense. Just because I like that audio feedback. Hold on here. You guys can't see what I'm doing, I probably wager, but utilities, sound sense. Skipping the background music for a bit, just not in the mood for that in any way, shape, or form at the moment. So, alright, so what we got here? We got, it's flat, there's a useless river to the north, lakes, and just a hair of evil. That's unexpected. I did not know there was an evil biome lurking over here. Dead cattail, common reeds. I don't see, well, no, there's the eyeball stock, so yeah, I'll probably have some undead to contend with. I am wagering, I think we can probably snag, I think I'll just grab these 2 lakes here and keep it small. Let's get some tree cutting planned here. And let's figure out what's going on under the ground. In case we hit an aquifer, I'm going to do the 2x2 in case I need to slit pump that. There's plenty of documentation on that on the internet and how to get through using the dual pump style. So let's take a look here. Looks like it's some webs. What the hell is it? Brown recluse. Almost got bit by one of those once. Not a good spider to get bitten by. Let's get our initial there's that. Build, workshop, carpenter. I'll get you right there. We're gonna need PR. Oops, escape out. PR. We'll need our initial stockpile. I'm gonna snag these 2 lakes. So I guess I'll throw it up here. 5. Build, workshop, you, butcher, tanner, crafter. Okay, I'm going to hop over to Dwarven Therapist here real quick. Find my miners. Give everybody who's not a miner wood cutting, carpentry, masonry, stone detailing. I also want them to have mechanics. I don't out my miners with doing our initial grunt work. There we go. And let's see if we strike an aquifer down here. Yep, right off the bat. This is going to be a pain in the butt. I already did aquifer tests. Do I really want to go through this again? No, I don't think I do. I think we're going to wash this one and find one without entire, yeah. What's up, world's cutest trap? How are you doing? Let's take a look here. It'd probably be easier for me to see this. From OBC's view. There we go. And then I can throw that over here. Perfect. Alrighty, let's take a look and see what we can find that does not have an aquifer, just to make what I want to test that much easier. Farming is a couple of the key things, food production, stuff of that nature. I already did aquifer testing, and everything works as expected with no new surprises there despite the changes. I did find, though, in the new version, there's still some climbing issues that occur. But there's a real simple solution, which we'll hopefully get to that here when I start building walls. So I'd recommend picking it up before DF Hack is done, just to take a look at how to deal with things without DF Hack being around. DF Hack can be a crutch a lot of times, and it's good to, it helps you appreciate DF Hack when it's done. If anything, just for developing a situation where you can take all of the children, put them in a bridge with a bunch of naked goblins swimming in a pool of water underneath, and then dump them all. I call it the pedo cage. Alrighty, let's do a quick find. Deep, deep, yes, no. Medium, medium. We'll just pick a random place. As long as it's got trees, we'll be fine. First day off since, well, my last live stream, so a long time. A lot of work to be done. So, oh, you're gonna be in the web show too, little bud? Okay, no story. I think DF Hack's best feature, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is the ability to specify a burrow for wood cutting and just have it automatically re-flag all the trees. That is such a time saver. It's one of the best features, I think. I could pretty much live without everything in DF Hack except for that tree thing, especially now with the new trees, because as of 4006. I think they're still bugged. They grow way too fast. And we're talking obscenely fast. So, and when you cut it down, you get 15 stacks or so of wood. It's a nightmare in some cases. I think that'll get toned down probably the next bug fix, and I'm hoping we'll get fruit picking here before the end of the year. If we get fruit picking, then the trees, you'll have a motivation not to just keep chopping them down. So, we'll see. Wow, that is an ocean of red on the screen. It looks like in the last couple world gens, the undead have moved and expanded a bit, because if you notice the note, which is up here, where I had that site, there was no purple up there at all, so something's going on up there. That's half the fun of this now. Now time moves forward, so... Ooh, coffee. Ugh. My apologies for being a little bit out of this to the YouTube crowd. Lord knows I wish I had the time to edit stuff, but Unfortunately, I'm not in my 20s anymore, so I got shit I gotta get done, so. But I get a couple hours off, so I'm happy. And again, I'm not bereft of entertainment. I do get around 9:30, 10 o'clock Central Time. I do get a couple games of League in, but the group I play with is so un-PC, I could never broadcast half the crap we say, so. Yeah, I gotta keep in mind that my nephews watch this, so I try. Emphasis on try. I don't try very hard, but I try. Alrighty, let's take a look here. What do we got over here? Colorblind, so I can barely tell the difference between the green and the orange and the yellow here. So what do we got? Swamp, woodland, farm, clay deep, lamentation of appearances, freshwater marsh. I was hoping for something a little tad drier. Anything over here? No. 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 Knock knock, who's there? No. Now let's try up here in this spooky-ish area here. What is that? Tropical freshwater swamp? No. Shrubland? No. Seriously, can I just get like a forest? Let's see if up here. Coniferous forest. Not an aquifer to be seen. 2 different regions. Brook. I like brooks. Let's do this. Bark. Yes. Discipline. Let's go. I have coffee. I have my e-cig. I'm good.
Did you know that 9 out of every 10 embarkments end in complete disaster? I can't wait to see what awaits us here.
Oh, I'm waging more. It's more like 99 out of 100, but especially when I'm under control. That is loud. The hell, son? Not deaf. Old. Not deaf. Let's go to 15. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? Well, it ain't much of a brook. Spidery webs, recluse. That's too close to the edge, so I can't really tap that effectively, so we'll just go in the dead middle here. I don't really need a lake if this is mostly sand. So, DJ, do our standard pipe down. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Upstairs. 0 out the middle. There we go. And I like keeping the gap again. If you've ever seen any of the playthroughs, I put statues, artifacts, whatever the hell in the middle of the staircase because everybody's going to go through there anyway. Dig. Let's get an initial. Shift over 1, 2. Up, done. And let's see where that gets us for now. Alright, trees. DT. Let's grab. Just in this region. This should be more than enough trees for pretty much the whole 6 hours or so of gameplay. I mean, you really don't. The amount of wood that comes pouring out of this now is ridiculous. Alright, again, build, workshop, carpenter. Throw you there. Need a refuse pit. PR. We'll come down about here. That looks good. 1, 2, 3, 5. Over. Build, workshop, U. N. R. Okay, that should be more than enough. And again, I'll grab DF. Therapist, alrighty here. Everybody but my miners are going to get carpentry, wood cutting, masonry, stone smoothing. They will also get mechanics. Boom. That'll be sufficient for now. Pause and go. I'll need to throw these animals somewhere. Let's throw them up here. They won't stay there long. Alrighty. Yeah, useless water buffalo. which will butcher immediately because I can't keep them fed. Yeah, I'll keep them busy. I'm going to use most of the wood. Yeah, you're the one with the girlfriend, I think. Aren't you, Klunix? I think you had the gal. Weren't you getting engaged? My memory's a little fuzzy. I've had a lot of yard work between then. Alright, so he's got some wood going here. We should have a carpenter's shop up here running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's get a couple extra axes here just to speed that along. Key bindings are still screwy, but that's the... There are 3 more. Ooh, looks like we made it most of the way down. Ooh, delicious. Do you see what I see? Bituminous coal, chalk, and magnite. I got steel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Balls of steel. Steel. And that really gives away my age if anybody remembers that bit. Alrighty. Let's see, wall. Yeah, it's I don't stream or get to play games very much when the weather's nice, and the only time I really have to stream is before my wife gets home or really late in the evening, but I have to work early, so let's start our wall here. Just so I have a frame of reference. And we'll start a wall down here. Let's see. I could probably snag that lake. It's not too big, especially the amount of wood we got now. Let's go there, yeah. And wall. That'll give me a frame of reference to work with here. Okay, my spare carpenters are off doing their thing. I have spider silk all over, so I'm probably going to get a workshop. Little workshop. Is it O for loom? Yes, loom. I'll just throw that there. Use up some of that granite. Oh, ooh, looks like I might. Is that? Oh no, those are cheap, crappy gems. Oh well, we'll make do. We're here just to test and screw around, so Duke Nukem forever, yep. Okay. So we're busy working away. Go to bed. Three so far, that's okay. There's some room freed up in this. We can go table, table, chair, chair, because we're going to need that for the broker, and we're going to need that for the manager. Get that out of the way right off the bat. Alrighty. That'll do. We'll get a room set up here. I have tried my best to get a tantrum spiral in testing, and I have failed miserably. I've left them bedless and just roomless. They definitely don't go berserk as often, but if they don't get their artifact built and those circumstances come up, then they get pretty damn loopy. Alright, P, let's get our initial farms going. And I'm thinking, let's go on this level. Let's get ourselves a nice dining hall up here. There we go, that looks sufficient. And then we'll do a little design trick here. I tend to build a throne room back here, and then I have the mayors and stuff sitting at tables here, and then all the plebes are down here. And we'll get a storage room. Actually, let's go off the side. Food and drink. There we go. Alrighty. Walls are going up just fine. And while I'm here, just because we're testing builds, I'll show you the trick on how to make your walls, as far as I've been able to test, climb proof. I guess they're not supposed to be climbing in Fortress mode. I can't really get a concise opinion on that, but I have had some pissed off elves climb up a wall, so just as a safety measure, I'll show you how you can do this where they can't climb, because what I found is they can't climb upside down. If anybody's ever played Minecraft and you've had to worry about those spiders, you'll know exactly where this is going. Downstairs, up one, and all this there. And there's a lot of trees. But we should have all of our training axes out of the way so everybody can cut wood. I have noticed them build them from blocks. No. Nope, it's even easier than that. You'll see here in a second. So, alright. So, we're going to zoom in here. If I can remember how to do that. Let's see here. Which keystroke is that? Page up, page down. There we go. No, that's just moving me around. Well, so much for making that easy to see. Here, hold on. Alright, so here's our wall right here. And I know it's going to be a pain in the ass to see, but right here, there's a staircase and then our actual wall. All that you have to do is your fortification will hang off of that. Just like that. So what ends up happening is they try to climb the wall, but they're hitting the bottom of the fortification and they can't climb upside down. So no matter what, unless they're, you know, pro mountain climbers have got the gear where they can kind of go upside down, there's not much they can do about it. So that's the trick I found is there's your single wall, and then you just build a fortification that's effectively hanging over the edge. Because it's attached to the floor here, it'll work. So that is what I found so far as a reasonable solution. Build workshop mason. Let's build it here. Shortest amount of distance, and let's get a halfway decent spot for our dwarves to crash. 1, 2, 3. Like so. And that'll be our dormitory. Alright, are we done up here? Yes, build P. I like to get all my farms out of the way so I don't have to deal with crap growing on the ground when we breach a cave. You guys have seen this before, this is nothing new. I'm just seeing how things have changed. And there is some kind of moss that does appear to grow very, very slowly without breaching the caves. So I haven't quite figured out what the deal is with that, if that's intended or if that's a glitch, but it grows extremely slow compared to when you breach the cave, so I'm thinking it's by design. Could be, could not be, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about the walls built from blocks, you think? Yeah, that could be it. I haven't really done much of that except with stone, but by then that's usually the inner wall. I usually just do a quick outer wood wall just to keep things from wandering in, so to speak. So our stone starts there. And we'll do our standard H. We'll bring it right here. H. Dig. H. And if anybody's ever seen me do this before, this is the standard way I go about this, but I guess I'll show it here just for giggles. I actually planned this out, so we go dig. Alright, so we need at least 3 on the route, like so. I skip right here, I go H. That's one of those shift blocks, right? Then I come back over here, and I go 1, 2, 3. Then I go like this, dig, one more. Or we could just probably do this. 1, 2. And this will look familiar. X, erase. 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 Yeah, you see where this is going. And then we can just do a normal dig command here. No magic to it. If I bothered to port over all my quick fort stuff, this is just stock. Then we come over here, because that's our first cage trap corridor, second cage trap corridor, and go up 2. So we should be almost right on target. There we are. Dig 3. Boom. Then I tend to put a spot for the caravan. Oops, one too many. Skip 2. Spot for a bridge. Oops, come here. And then we just round the corner. And we'll come up right here. 3. Into our fortress. And wait, too many. Fix that here a second. There we go. X. Boom. And that's all there is really to that. But we'll see how quick they get through that. Let's see, floor, just so I can see. Sure, floor, 3. Sure. Sure, there. Alright. Let's see how long it takes for them to get that hammered out. Alright, Q. Still needs masonry. Those guys are busy. But, kick back, relax. Midgaradian welcome maze. Yep. Although I think the official term for it is they call it a goblin detour. I wish I could lay claim to inventing it, but I guess I have standardized it to a certain degree, but it works. It's the way it is. It's effective, and I don't have to seal up my fortress most of the time, which is again something I desperately try to avoid doing because it's too easy. Way too easy. Alright, granite. No, I didn't want to do that in granite. Holy crap, they're going to break their back doing that. Again, something I missed from DF Hack. Saving your materials that you last used. Alright, here you go. One thing I have gotten out of the habit of is I don't put my military underground anymore, which I probably should get that before I get too crazy digging around here. Let's go here. No, that's too close. Let's go here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, let's go. And that's big enough. And then build C floor. Build C floor. There we are. And this is where I put my barracks now, more or less my training. So I just do a big wooden pad and I put an armor stand in the dead middle, and that's where my soldiers will train. And it's outside so they don't get cave adaptation, blah blah blah. See, wall. Sure, wall. Yeah, I'll punch right over that, I don't care. As I said, with the amount of wood that comes out now, it's like, why not just claim a big chunk? Alrighty, Q, let's get this. Plump helmets, plump helmets, plump helmets, plump helmets. Plump helmets, plump helmets, and plump helmets. How are we doing down here? So far so good. Build workshop T for mechanisms. And the chopping properly. found that over the long run, I was running into trouble with the dwarves becoming cave adapted because they weren't getting outside. And I always had my barracks down by, if you remember in the rat maze, I would usually put a barracks down in this area, you know, like down over here somewhere, like that. And they would train down there, but they got so good at being military dwarves that they'd stay down there forever training. So that's what they do. What sound? I have no idea. Alright, we're done there, so I can come down here, build table, chair, chair. Hey, I didn't start with a queen this time, which happened the last 3 times. Apparently, if you start with an abandoned dwarf civilization where it's like pretty much extinct, you're going to end up with a queen right off the bat, and I don't know if that's intended or not, but it's funny as hell when it happens. Alrighty, who is Circuit Keeper, Broker, House Appraiser, perfect. Settings, size, precision, go nuts. Alright. And just because we're early in the beginning, I should probably give just about everybody farming. Just make sure that's taken care of. That should keep our carpenters busy for a while. T, custom. Enable, enable, enable. Enable except for the first 3. Enable, 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 enable. Enable, enable. And we're going to put all that crap right here for the time being. There. Everybody will unload their junk. We'll be good there. Z, animals. You can butcher that at your leisure. Kitchen, do not cook my booze. I do not cook my plump helmets. Aye, let's get this sucker earmarked for fishing and water consumption. Water, fishing, ORO, and ZDF. There. That'll keep everybody reasonably well behaved. Alrighty, how we doing? We're making progress. These are finally built. Add. I need an armor stand. Add table. Repeat. Add chair. Repeat. And that ought to do for now. Add TR. That ought to do for now. E. Q. Settings. Disable food. There we are. Block all B and only prepared food. That's what that will store. So I can keep tabs on that. Won't have any use for it for a while, but this will help. A couple more walls going. This floor here for when we get around to the big
Sorry, sir, I can't do it.
mess of underground tree farm, all that kind of stuff. So I am planning to give Aravath a nice send-off. I think I'm going to crack open that adamantium I guess the appropriate term would be a sliver, but we'll go down to the circus and unleash those upon the old 3-4 series. Give that a proper send-off. So...
Yes, I'll do it, but no, it won't work.
I for it is. Oh, there it is. Okay, that is up and running. Who knew? some people to be farming by now. Hop over to Dwarven Therapist real quick, find a decent farmer, and put him on exclusive farming duty. Clear all laborers farm. There. Make sure we don't eat ourselves out of having no seeds. I had that happen a couple times because I wasn't paying attention. Alright, how's the detour coming? It's moving.
Sir, I hate saying no to you, but no.
What is with the bandit? Sweat, more or less, when I'm out. I was just out at the dog park with the dogs and got that taken care of, so it's just easier if I don't want something in my face. Otherwise, it'd be one of these. Alrighty.
Yes, I'll do it, but no, it won't work.
Let's see, floor, because we're going to have to prevent that from getting clogged. Sure, we'll make it out of chalk. Why not? I don't care. Floor. Make it out of chalk. Our tree cutting's almost done. The reason I'm getting all these walls built up is because the rate these trees grow, it's literally a matter of minutes before there's another tree in the way, so I could be biting off more than I can chew, but we'll see. Tables are being made. This is a good thing. And we're going to need our first key workshop. Build workshop L. A still. Sure, make it out of chalk. I don't give a damn. Make it out whatever you want. Ooh. Well, you definitely tell my breakfast didn't agree with me on that one. Alright. I have 0 idlers. This is a good thing. People are doing their thing. Build workshop H. I'll throw fishery down here so I don't forget. Build faster! Although I gotta say, building the walls is a cheap way to get some carpentry skill. Although the cheapest way I've found is build a screw pump, disassemble it, build a screw pump, disassemble it, build a screw pump, disassemble it. You do that 6 times and they're pretty much masters. Found that while doing what's called a slit style aquifer penetration. It's tedious, but it works and you get a lot of carpentry skill out of it apparently, so can't really argue that. Don't want to start brewing just yet. Problem is I only got 18 units of food and 63 meat, so build workshop Z. I guess I could probably throw a kitchen up here real quick. Get that meat cooked up at least. Oh yeah, what help if I had somebody with weaving? Yeah, I'll give everybody weaving, clothes making, strand extraction. Boom. There. Figure we grab some of that webbing if it's still around. No. Dang it. get the hospital built. O, Z, no, where is it? O, W, there is W. No auto loom. Once I get the hospital, I know the hospital's got all the thread it needs, then I can turn that back on. But in the past, I've noticed that if I have auto loom turned on and I collect some webs, and then I go to build the hospital, there's no thread left. So it's a disaster. In order for that carpentry skill rush to work, the things inside the pump need to be from wood, right? Yes. Yep. It'll say it's skill required, architecture or carpentry. One of the two. Yeah, I just did another site where I was testing, learning how to do that, the two-slit method of getting through an aquifer, and I noticed that I had done that first just to test. I was going to abandon, and I decided to make some beds, and he was kicking out Mastercraft beds. I'm like, how the hell did... And I checked, and he was, the massive skill diamond little thing in the Dwarven Therapist. I'm like, how the hell did he get that? And then I realized he was the guy that was building and disassembling and building the screw pump. Alright, dig H. I can finish this out, which I want one more. And we'll go one more this way. There. Okay, so we're off to a reasonably decent start for being the second seasonal save here, so hopefully my miners get to hardcore mining. In fact, I'm going to make sure they do nothing but mine. So I'm going to clear all labors except for mining. Go. Oh, yep, see, he's collecting a web. So once we built the loom, we've got the auto-collect webs turned on, so we'll get a good stockpile of thread started. So, that's not too bad. What's the latest Reddit meme that they're always beating into our heads? Yeah, my dwarves are a bunch of idiots, but I got some free spider webs, so I got that going for me. Well, let's see here. I got my tunis coal. Yeah, I gotta get the wall built first. One thing at a time, Ken. One thing at a time. That's the key. What's up with the black square? Black square. Black square. What black square? Where? Where? What? Who? When? And for how many Oreos?
Sorry, sir, I can't do it. Sir, you can't do that there.
Oh, this black square here, that's where my training area is going to be. I found that having it with a wooden floor adds to the value of the barracks there, and it's also outside. So, yeah, that's what that's for. So I'll end up putting a armor stand in the dead middle and then creating the barracks for them to train in. And then if I'm really bored, I'll surround it in statues or some crap like that to bump up their value. So just so they can admire crap when they're doing their deal. Okay, where are my dwarves? What are you doing? Oh, you're still digging down on that. Yeah, you're still doing this. There we go. We got a proper barracks now. DS smooth. I don't normally recommend smoothing out anything early on because it adds to your fortress's value, which makes you a target. But I have found that smoothing out at least your dormitory goes a long way to keeping people from getting pissed. So, of anything, that's the one thing I find worth smoothing out early on. And then I can get them out of that dirt hovel and get them into a proper dwarfy stone area. Neither. You can have a... doesn't have to be roofed over or anything. You have them training in the open air, which is why I do it. That way they don't get cave adaptation. You can really just do build, armor stand, and we'll just drop it here. This is a test match anyway, so I don't really care. But so we're going to build an armor stand just out in the middle of nowhere. and then later we'll just move it to the square when it's done. So, right there. I just wish I could remember how to zoom in now on this new keyboard bindings and all this crap. And is it here? No. It's record. We'll figure it out later. What? You guys are already here? What? Oh! The elves showed up early. Wow, I got a whole lot of nothing for you guys, but I'll get you a depot. Sure, why not? We'll throw you one temporarily rate here. Yeesh, that's a first. Where the dwarves show up that early, the elves show up that early. And brew. Pots. Let's go down here. Build workshop R. No, build workshop R. There we go. Yar. Okay, we're gonna need, how big is that dormitory? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 beds. Alright. It's gonna take 2 batches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys do your thing. Oh, really? You guys are still all hung up on collecting webs? Jeez. Hurry up. Ta-ta-today, Junior. Okay, making progress. Did I build that up there yet? No? Alright. Do-do-do.
Betrayed! Betrayed by the cats!
I can't do it. I just can't.
Better make sure all my dwarves have architecture. I should double check that. Of course not. There we go. That'll help. Still got 0 idlers. That's good. Curiouser and Curiouser. What do we got here? Vermin. Not a whole lot there. What the hell is everybody doing? Coverage workshop 4, 4, 4, and 4. Fair enough. Everybody is busy as they should be, so I cannot complain. We're finishing up our, what, 2 dig ops down there still? That's nothing. Add rock. We need pot, nest, hive. Repeat, 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 repeat. Still waiting on our first bed. We'll get done with the smooth operation and we'll be in a little bit better position. So far, so good. Okay, I can't take it. I can't take it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh. Just not in the mood for the music today. I can't do it. I just can't. There is a depot, you squirrely bunch of elves. Nobody likes you. You all smell bad. Alright, so our armor stand has been built, and then what I end up doing is just this. There. Now you've got a barracks. Call it, oh, I don't know. Grant's Honor. There we are. The Grant's Honor training area. There we go. So you can have it outdoors, in the middle of nowhere, on the grass, whatever, and then later we'll move it to the wooden pad when we're done. Yes, this is 4006. So, yep, I'm just testing it out. It's just a throwaway. Just decided I got a little bit of time this afternoon, and I've been doing tests on it since the release, and this is the first time I'm just kind of going through building a standard fortress rather than doing very specific tests. So, just seeing, how it plays out, how the timing goes along. And I can build the other depot now that that's done. Build G. G, raises, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's that. Chalk. We'll get our anti-theft hallway here. Stray dog, stray dog, stray dog, and we'll put 1 cat in there. Why not? There. And again, how do you, what is it? Travanhotep? It's a very Egyptian name. Well, okay, to specify that'd be Northern Kingdom Egyptian, but whatever. Alright, I think our smooth jobs are finally done. Have a decent place to sleep. Just need some beds. I don't see any being made yet. Makes me crappy, but I can always do this. Q. Let's get rid of this mud hole excuse for a dormitory. Provided somebody actually goes up there and actually, I don't know, takes the beds out of there. Oh, I got a kitchen, that's right. Add. Easy meal repeat. There we go. Looks like we did get a little bit of brew going. Plants at 20, meats at 61. We're okay. We are almost through with our nice little goblin detour. Looks like somebody's working the bridge. Come on, Ricky. There we go. We are officially, our goblin detour is finally open for business. Now we just have to finish the giant, massive wood wall of doom. We'll get there. Oops. Oh, the one with Brendan Fraser. Yeah, I liked the first one. The second one I didn't quite follow, but the first one was really good. Of course, I have a soft spot for the actress whose name escapes me. She was really good in The Fountain. I can never remember her name when I need to. Ah, well, anyways. Minor detail. Faces I'm good with. Names, not so much. I gotta get some beds here, people. Huh? Disadvantage of going completely batshit crazy on the walls, but you know, what are you gonna do? That's right, I can actually make this a meeting area now. Ooh, I need doors though. Build doors, yeah. Did I get any doors out of the masonry guys yet? Door repeat, no. We'll just do this in the meantime. Meeting area. Alright, P, food. And you are our drink stockpile. Settings. Lock all, permit drinks. There we go, up here. We got some tables and chairs. I can throw them down here. Build table. Okay, so Baron or King, Queen, row of barons. We can just start down here then. We'll go here, table. Table. Good enough for government work. Chair. There we go. You guys can haul that crap down. Build a bed. Yes, we finally got a bed. At least one to start with. Just started watching Rick and Morty. That is hilarious. I like that show. Yeah, go piss off, you dirty elves. Nobody likes you. We'll be killing you later. Alrighty, so initial trap design, build, T. We just use some stone traps because ultimately our goal is to make them dodge and fall to their death. So we can just do a quick row of those to start out with. And then we're also going to need a return, which will be, yeah, let's put the return over here. Why not? J, dig, I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, dig, right, 2, yep, like so. I think we're going to go one more, aren't we? Yeah, dig. There we go. That's our safety, so they can get out as they dig down. There we go. Where's that there? I had a thermos. Thermos. Ooh, there you are. Run out of coffee. Trying to keep myself to 1 pot a day nowadays, especially in the summer. It's my kryptonite. It's my weakness. Come on, elves, leave. Oh, okay, you did. Never mind. We can disassemble that temporarily. Temporary one. And we can also probably dismantle the wagon. Still 0 idlers, so people are still busy doing God knows what, and Lord knows where. Where the hell did all you people go? Okay, we're getting our safeties done. Watch Titan attack. There is some, now that World Gen is live, as the game goes through the seasons and things like that, I have seen some extremely weird things, besides getting a king and a queen at embark and things of that nature. So I don't know if we're as safe as we used to be. Dwarf Fortress, safe? What the hell? Yeah, well, safe from other things that we normally wouldn't have seen. It's, in all my playing, I've never had, you know, like a necromancer show up my doorstep. I was doing one test, and it was, what, 2 years in? There's undead all over the map, and I'm like, I'm not even in a scary zone. What the hell's going on? So, the law of unintended consequences. That's why we love Dwarf Fortress. We have no idea what's going to come out of the shuffle. Another good starting trap, by the way, is my carpenter finally... No, he's still twiddling his thumbs. Spiked wooden balls work extremely well. They're made out of wood, they're cheap, and they're very easy for the enemy to dodge. So as far as our dwarven or goblin detour is concerned, that works very well in our earlier parts. So, but I need to get these carpenters doing their job. Everybody's busy collecting silk still. Only got 1 pile left, 2 piles left. Hopefully that we get caught up on that. Somebody finally moved a chair. Can't argue that. We're still waiting on a bed, but we're making progress. Our farmer is extremely busy. This is good. Let's get a couple more brew orders in. We're out of containers. Damn it. Okay. Our entrance is almost open for business. We'll give our miners a breather and throw them on some... actually, no, we got to dig down a little bit still. We got a little bit of work there. It's not too deep. We're on 6 deep, something like that. something to work with. Should probably get my hotkeys set up here too. Okay, F2, zoom here. F3, zoom here. F4, zoom here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Alright, so we're done there. We still don't have 2 idlers. We should have 2 idlers because my miners, there's 1, there's 2. Good. So I can get you guys back to doing something a little bit more productive. BH. Let's get our first layer dug out. Like so. Through, depending on how they decide to, what order to dig that in. Alrighty. Still waiting on that. There we go, we're finally freeing up some beds. Dear dwarves, I hate you. Why wouldn't you just take the table that you just made in that crafting workshop and use it for one of the ones that are 2 feet away? No. Too easy. Let's see here. Oh boy, it's going to be one hell of a name to try to figure out here. So it's a Jaralarco? Jaralarco. That'll work. And then Sir JMO. Hi guys, nice to meet you. Thanks for stopping by. We are just doing kind of a throwaway deal here. I'm just testing out 4006. So just kind of getting a feel for how it's changed. I've been doing some testing in the in-between time that I've had, doing very specific tests. Now it's just kind of an overall, let's take a look at how this all plays out now that all the changes are somewhat stable. Looks like our carpenters are actually starting to do some work. Some more beds are freed up. This is a good thing. And there. And my miners are bored. Wow, you guys are getting good. So here we are, dig each. We can just do the fast stuff now. Boom. Got a ways to go, but we'll get there. Frantically trying to wall ourselves in, making progress. Getting some initial rock traps out of the way, and digging ever further down for our little drop pit. Just log jam. We were log jammed for a while because the brown recluse spiders in the forests now will leave spider webs around. So my dwarves are all like, "Ooh, webs! Let's go grab them." So no problem, GMO. I will do what I can to make it entertaining. I'm not much of an entertainer. I'm just a guy that's decided to share his free time with the little I get. And again, if anything, you will always learn what not to do. So. I am certainly no expert at this. If anything I'm an expert at is failing miserably. But occasionally I have a good idea. It's not often, but it happens once in a while, usually by accident. Do I have any doors yet? Yes, I do. Ooh, that's exactly the door I was hoping for. Because then I can go here. Out. I don't care if you bleed up. Well, I don't want you to bleed over there. And meeting hall. There we go. I can get rid of this zone now. And we have an official normal meeting hall. Wahoo. And my miners are bored again, despite the fact that there's work to be done. You idling son of a... that's a problem. This needs to be dug out. Well, that explains a lot. That poor bastard's trapped in there. That's why he's just chilling down there instead of with his buddies. You have to learn from mistakes, but nobody says they have to be your mistake. This is very true. Alrighty, and we can continue further down. 2 more levels. Alrighty. How is our carpentry still coming along? Nothing. Alright, I'm going to need a dedicated carpenter out of this. Let's see here. I got one guy who's dedicated farmer. Who's going to be my dedicated carpentry bitch? You are. Clear all labors. Carpentry. Go. Hopefully we get caught up there then. You know, I had a munchie around here somewhere and I'm all out. Well, Wasteland doesn't need it. That's what coffee's for. Coffee and a little vape. 0 calories. I should have the voltage on it. 3.8. Mental note, I need better lighting. Yeah, let's go 4.3. That's a little bit better. And it's a little singed. Take a little less vape and a little bit less singed. Alright. Okay, wait, what time is it? It is first a hematite, early summer, 301.
No, I can't do it.
Then we'll gen up to 300. You can't do what? What did you just tell me you can't do? Oh, walls. Stupid wood ordering glitch. Probably log used for another job sitting in his way. But that's fine. Manager. Who would be a good manager? Bookkeeper, why not? This job is done.
Yes, I'll do it, but no, it won't work.
Yeah, it's log in the way. There we go, we're making progress there. Build a bed. More beds, this is a good thing. We'll have our dormitory filled up here and we'll be good to go. Coffee. So good. I know what I'd do without coffee. Well, actually, I know what I would do, and it's illegal in 80 states. Even states that don't exist. For instance, Wyoming. Never met anybody from Wyoming. JMO, you better drink tea then. Working on stone pots? No. Probably because nobody has stone crafting, right? Yeah. I'll give you stone crafting. Why not? There. At least somebody will get around to something at some point then.
No, I can't do it.
How are we doing on our pit? Almost there. Each. Yep, that'll do it. Last pass on the pit. Long fall. Once that pit's dug out, I'll give my miners some carpentry permissions, and we should be doing pretty good. Bummed I cannot find my zoom in, zoom out keys at all. I think they are borked. They used to be the square bracket keys, but those don't work no more. So, actually, isn't there a key binding? Yeah, there it is. General. Where is my zoom in? I can probably make this a little easier. Exit. There we go. Oh, there we go. Much better. I actually show you guys what the hell's going on. That's better. Okay. Oops, wrong key. Dig faster.
I can't do it.
Come on. Come on. You can do this. You are a proud, short, stout group of midgets, more or less.
No.
I wonder what you would call a tall dwarf. It's not like you can call them dwarves. I don't know, I tried doing apple cider vinegar shots, and I also tried doing wheatgrass, and Lord knows that's never going to happen again. I don't know, hippies do it. That wheatgrass stuff tastes like horse manure. It smells like it. It's just the stock stuff that comes with sound sense. They're all fixed. There we go. Let's hop over here to Dwarven Therapist and give everybody under the sun carpentry at this point. I think we're stable enough. Now we can get the wall hammered out. If you ever have two constructions that are right next to each other, just unsuspend one at a time. More often than not, they just end up getting in each other's way again. None of you are suspended. Ooh, you're suspended somewhere here. Somebody's suspended somewhere. There it is. Unsuspend. Unsuspend. Suspend, unsuspend, and let those guys finish up. Assuming we're getting some beds done. Good. No bed. Nope. Alright. You probably are. No, you're good too. Alright.
Sorry, sir, I can't do it.
There we go. I'm seeing a wall starting to take shape. You're usually doing pretty good time when you're walling in if your wall is done before the Dwarven caravan gets there. Not always the case, but yeah, I know. This log's sitting on your build site. Blah blah blah. We'll fix that later. There's just too many logs to set up a wood pile and just kill my productivity, so it's just like, just let it go and it'll fix itself. You just did. Exportable that's going to be reasonably priced. Mechanisms are okay, but we got a lot of wood, so build workshop mower.
Why'd you think I can do this?
One of the things I like to use to use up a lot of the excess wood is just make wooden bows, crossbows specifically, and it's a reasonably decent return. I mean, you probably could do wooden crafts too, but come on. Oh, it finally started on the floor, huh? There we go. Sir JMO, can I post a link, a YouTube link? Hell if I care. Caveat emptor for the people in the channel. Unless there's something I have to do, or... Oh, yeah, you guys are busy on that. Let's see here.
No. I can't do it.
Yeah, cancel spam. Blue in the face. Alrighty here. I'm assuming that means our workshop is... There we go. Alright, let's get... We need 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do 10, why not? How many actually is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's only 7. Alright, we're gonna throw the excess ones in the last trap.
I can't do that there.
I can't do that there.
Yeah. Complain all you want. Soon, my little dwarves, soon we will destroy our enemies. Of course, I don't think we have any, do we? No, not really yet. We'll get some. Alrighty. Refill. Exact same stuff you use in flavored coffee, by the way. The exact same ingredients. In fact, I have actually vaped. Is it Caribou Coffee's vanilla flavoring? It's the exact same crap, surprisingly. Just vegetable glycerin. There we are. Alright, where are we at? Close. Getting close. Will we beat the Dwarven Caravan is the question. There we go. Now we can take this armor stand apart, and then you'll understand what I was doing in the first place with the weird square in the middle of nowhere. wall's almost done. Unsuspend, unsuspend, unsuspend. There, finish up the floor there. Good. Do.
I can't do it.
Lies. You lie to me. You can do it. You just don't want to. Suspend. Suspend. And then our wall will be done. There we go. Do. Come on, it's the last hole in the wall. Want to be the Dwarven Caravan. Go. There we are. Woohoo! Alrighty. Let's see if all our beds are done then. That should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. There we go. Barracks are done. I should call it a dormitory, really is what it is. Should be around. Door. Good. Perfect. So far, so good. I can pull everybody and their cousin off of carpentry duty because I just don't need that many now. Okay. And let's actually get some productivity going here. We need a couple things. First I have to finish my traps. Cages, that's right. I forgot. Throw that down there for the time being. Build trap, weapon trap. Yeah, I'm not putting multiple weapons in there for a reason. The main weapon is them dodging. And when they dodge, splat. So we're not too worried about killing them outright. That, and it's just kind of funny to see them limp through it. I'm gonna kill you, I swear! Even with 2 broken legs and half of my head missing.
There's some more dwarfs here.
Eh. Migrants. Joy. Alrighty. Next up, project fortification. First, I need 1 flange floor piece. Each of these. So you can actually get the corner. I shouldn't need that at all. Actually, yeah, I would need that. Although I don't need it there. I am being mentally challenged. That goes here. That goes Still waiting on mechanisms. We might as well actually start getting some semblance of a fortress down here. Probably come in handy. Big 1, 2, 3. Right. And 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Alright, where do I got the most room? I don't have a lot of room back there, and I have a whole lot of room down here, so we'll put bedrooms in the northwest corner as usual. Big. Boom. Well, no, I'll just do it this way. Oh, I do miss some of my tools, but it's good practice. Calming zen-like nothingness in your mind as you do this. There is no drudge report while you're doing this. No news to deal with. Just mindless. 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, right there. Done. Happy digging. How deep in the hole which they can dodge? I don't know. I don't really have a fixed depth that I use. Just at least 3. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, depth of 5. So it should be enough to break a leg or two. And the hilarity is they'll keep going. Should have used a macro for that. Normally I have my whole fortress thing done in Chroma Fort, and I just hit one button and it goes, but I'm really not settled in that much. This is just a throwaway place to see if there's any unusual glitches that come out of the new version of DF. Alrighty, so build armor stand. That would be 5, 6, somewhere in there like that. That would be the middle, wouldn't it? Right there. That would be the middle. Yeah, it's not going to be perfectly square anyway, so we'll just put it here. I'll trim up the missing part on the wood floor once I get it down and sized.
All the fish are gone.
Given that, I'm also going to need a couple other basics down here, and I am going to need a hospital. I'll throw that here. That'll be our hospital. We will need fishing room for our cistern. And we'll do that there. And we'll leave the rest till later, so I don't forget. Ooh, I can use a temporary forge room in there. That's what I'll do. I'll put a temporary forge room here once we get the bedrooms out of the way. There. Did I join in for the beginning? Don't worry, it's just it's a toss away. We're just testing the 4006 version, so you haven't missed anything except me rambling on aimlessly. So, which is something I do horribly. It's my biggest flaw. There we go. So yep. So we'll need to just see 4. I just need to expand this floor 1. Sure, it's all wood. It all looks the same as far as I'm concerned. There. So now we have a nice, pretty spot, I guess, for training and whatnot. And we're gonna need a couple mine carts. Usually 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For some quantum stockpiles that we'll get to in a little bit. That means we're also gonna need a woodworking room. Put that here. first things first, bedrooms. Ooh, I'm going to need each coffers and cabinets. And again, high extreme KB, I believe. Yeah, extreme KB. Dare I even ask what the KB stands for? I like this new setup, though. At least people for the YouTube crowd will understand what the hell I'm responding to, because they should be able to see the chat now. So that's a pretty neat little trick I was learning. Although you guys cannot see my Skype chat. Or the ICQ chat, or any of those other IM stuff, so. But that's probably a good thing. That's the non-politically correct crowd that I run with usually in the evenings, so. If you ever happen to be on League of Legends in the US Central Time around 9-ish or something like that, or even Nexus Wars under StarCraft 2, and you happen to come across an Idgrad, that's probably me, since I'm the only one I'm aware of in the world, so don't be surprised. Or pretty much any MMO that's ever been made. Sadly, I've played almost all of them. Not so much in the last 5 years, but I did do a stint with Terra, Guild Wars 2. Let's see here, what else have I done recently? Just got done with one that we got bored with. What was that? Was it Guild Wars 2? Oh, Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, we did that for a while too. That's a great single player game. Boring as hell multiplayer game though. I mean, the battlegrounds are great, but DAOC did it first and they did it better, so it wasn't too bad, but it looks like. We got 2 idlers. I think it's about time I can do my pause and do my specialization. Ooh, wait, we've got all these nests. That's right, I gotta clear out some acreage, so to speak. At least hassle going this way. Yeah, it should be enough for underground pastures and whatnot. It's clay. Easy to dig through. Alright, build trap cage. I should have enough cages now stockpiled. But only one mechanism. This poses a problem. Let's get you cleared out for later. In the meantime, I can throw another mechanism manufacturing area there. I need more people on mechanism duty. 3 dwarves. Everybody gets mechanics. That ought to keep people busy. Alrighty. Aha. What, in League? Man, no, not really. As far as this new version of DF, yeah, a lot. Climbing, whole big changelog. I'd say it's a pretty substantial update from the 3.4. Nothing that's very noticeable on the surface, but the behind-the-scenes stuff, yeah, it's huge. For instance, time actually continues to move now, so as I'm playing in Fortress mode, World Gen is still moving along. Not quite as comprehensively as straight up normal World Gen, but civilizations rise and fall, and when the trader gets here, I'll show you guys, he actually will tell you the story of your people. So, like, who became mayor at what city, and who died and inherited what. So, yeah, it's pretty major. It just doesn't look very major. So that's kind of the catch-22 on that. It's under the hood stuff, unless you're playing adventure mode, and there's a lot. I would say that the 4.0 update was more about bringing adventure mode up to date than anything else, but adventure mode, I'm being told, is a real huge leap. So I'm not a big adventure mode fan. I've played it, but it's just not my bag. Ooh, we do get to see one fun thing here. So, it's autumn, and one of the coolest and weirdest things happen. Leaves fall off the trees. At first I thought it was a giant forest fire, but no, it's leaves falling off the tree. It's kind of neat. So we're done saving here, and stuff will hop up to the surface and you'll see. So, depending on our latitude and longitude, or all these pine trees. Lime tree I don't think is a evergreen. I have no idea what a rabbit tree is either, so we'll see. But if the leaves do start falling off, you're going to see orange all over the ground and crap falling. We'll see. Alrighty, where the hell did I leave off? There we go. At least we're not going to get a lot of stockpile spam. And brew, repeat. We should have 102 plants. Yeah, we got enough buffer. You guys are busy digging. This is good. We got plenty of space in the barracks, so we're okay there. So I can probably get smoothing done before I start throwing people in rooms. Back problems. I found that nicotine is a natural muscle relaxant, so it's cheaper than other things. So with an e-cig plus 6 mil nicotine, it keeps my back pretty much in check. So Asians independence. Yeah, Extreme, as far as I've seen, invasions work just fine. I normally play with the Fortress Defense mod, which obviously isn't going to be up to date for a long time, but Goblins still, they do their thing. The problem is they actually have to get to you now versus in the old days where they just kind of would appear. So, depending on where you build your fortress, what I found when I did Legends mode, let's say there's a goblin civilization and then there's a human civilization and you're up here, the goblins actually have to get past the human civilization, and a lot of times I think they get wiped out. So if you wedge yourself in right, they ain't gonna touch you. So you have to make sure you put yourself in a position where you're actually gonna be invadable, I guess would be my other point there. Alright, build trap. Trap. Ooh, we have some mechanisms to work with. How many? 10. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weapon trap. I think we should have all of our spike balls done now. Yep, done. Trap. Oops. Done. And our last one, which will dump all of our other ones in there. So that first one will hit pretty hard. Done. So our trap hallway is done, so. No idlers, which is always a good thing. We're gonna give everybody smoothing here in a little bit, so we can get all of those bedrooms primed and ready to go. Smoothing apparently will wake up dwarves, so if you want to do your sleeping area and have it smoothed out, you pretty much have to do it all in one shot or you get cranky dwarves. Thankfully, temper tantrum spirals are a lot harder to actually have happen, so you can probably get away with it, but it's just old habit for me to get it all done in one shot. And I don't have a queen yet, which is great. Alright, so the outpost liaison actually has stuff to tell us, which is kind of nice, but I better make sure I have a table assigned. Let's see here. Manager, R, enter, assign chair, expedition leader. There we go. So, there. So if they have their meeting, they should technically have it where that chair is. Oh, cross fingers. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, I just chalk it up to toadyism. Tantrum spirals still can happen, but it's a lot more difficult. Although I think there's still an outstanding bug because every time a dwarf goes berserk, if he doesn't get his artifact made, and your military kills him, then everybody aggroes everybody. So I think it's still that glitch with the faction flipping. So be careful on that. I just wall them in. Like, oh well, if you're gonna build your artifact and I know I'm not gonna be able to get you your materials, I just wall them in and then they die of starvation. So, all right. So these guys should be, their wagons should be traversing. So far, so good. I have nothing to trade. I might have some prepared meals, maybe. Come on, Ricky. You haven't loaded yet? Broker requested goods. Sort by value. Yes, I do have one prepared food barrel. Really? That's it? Well, I can get rid of the hives. Not too terribly. The hives are there just to be traded anyway. So I can get rid of the nest box. Get rid of that nest box. Actually, some pretty high quality cages here. Yeah, I'll toss a few, why not? Another hive, another nest box, another hive. There. See if we can get anything out of that. If anything, we want seeds. Get seeds so we can get our whatchamacallit up and running, pigtails and all that kind of crap. So he is doing his conduct meeting, wherever that happens to be. Obviously it's not at his table. Alright, DS. Let's get our smooth operation out of the way. And they're off. Start throwing beds up there in a little bit and I'll be good. Add bed, repeat. Alrighty, got about 15 more minutes before I gotta wrap this up, but so far it's running pretty smooth. It hasn't crashed. Knock on wood. He's detailing a wall. Expedition leader, broker. Zam, zam, zam.
I've fished all the fish there are, so there's no more fish. Make more room. Here comes migrants.
Clear, well, alright. Read dwarves, here, wham, clear all laborers. And just to make sure I can get this done and out of the way, we'll do the burrow trick. Burrow name, trade. Okay. Sam. Where are you? There you are. Assign you to that burrow. Okay, there's your conversation. Normally this would be an update of all of what's happened around the world. So far nothing's changed in World Gen yet. So that was relatively uneventful and boring. his way since we forced him into a burrow. So life is good there. People are hauling stuff to the burrow. And we're creating a little room up above the trade depot, which we'll have a quantum stockpile of crap to sell, but in the interim, while I get rid of all this stone and whatnot, I'm just going to throw a mechanism shop up there. Trade. Alright, so 1844 we can get out of this. That's not too bad. Let's see what we can get for some seeds. Seeds, yes. Plum almond spawns, no. Rock nutmeg, yeah. Cave wheat, yeah. I got no money for loft and stuff, but I can stock up. Get away with a 50-50 here. I don't think my broker is all that good yet. Let's see. See if we'll go with this one here. Trade. Good. There. And we don't need the trader anymore. So that should be more than enough food to keep our kitchen busy with more prepared meals, which in turn will give us more tradables as we need them. So far so good. We can get our workrooms carved out now. There we are. And we can put the trader back on some actual duties. Carpentry, mining and stone detailing there. And since we've already got that segregated down there, I can go here, settings, food, no prepared food, and no booze. Because those will be stored down by our dining hall anyways. Because why would we make everybody march up 15 flights of stairs just to get a drink? That's just mean. Like making someone walk to the liquor store just for a beer. That's what our refrigerator's for. Alrighty, how we doing? Trap always good. All of our wooden spikes are in place. We can do the last of our cage traps. And around mechanisms again. Joy. There we go. That's right, you go ahead and leave. See if I care. Forever alone. Alrighty, making good progress. How much wood do I have on the perimeter? Yeah, we're good on wood. I don't have to really go outside the fortress that much for it. Let's get a garbage dump though. And we'll put it right here, I think. And just make sure dump all the wood out here just so it's inside of our walls. That way we don't have to deal with it. archery range is almost done. So I can start getting that prepped. Just 2 wall segments long. That's all I ever do. Walls are temporary. You can take them down once you've defined the archery range if you really want to. There we are. Floor. Oops. Downsize 1. Floor. Downsize 1 and shrink in 1. There, got a proper shooting range. The only thing I don't have are little benches. Little benches, little sandbag targets in the back. Got your favorite 22 or 5.56 or whatever you happen to like to shoot, and you can go to town in our new shooting range there. NRA approved. Still haven't started on the ball dig. Probably should get those guys specialized for that again. Clear all laborers. Mine. There we go. Yep, so far so good. No issues. So seems pretty stable. Not much has changed in the early game, except for the odd timing of the Elven Caravan, but I'm guessing because the calendar keeps moving.
Oh, that's just great.
Oh boy, the kids are starting. They're popping out like cats. Alrighty, and let's get some build, paved roads. Another thing I've gotten in the habit of doing as of late, actually building paved roads. Just make it look nice, I guess. Use up some stone. I'll wait. I'll wait till I got all my workshop set up proper. So, yeah, so far so good. I'm looking forward to hopefully 0.7, getting a few more of those major bugs out of the way, and I think probably in hopefully another week or so we'll be ready to actually do a 4.40 series. So I'll end up bringing the 35 series to an end by opening up the circus and let that happen, and then kick in with the 4.0 series. So still trying to get a Minecraft series going, but just the time is just I just don't have it yet. So sorry guys. Hopefully things will mellow out here once fall kicks in. There's not so much to do outside, so. But anyways, alrighty here. This is moving along fine. They're doing their dumping. All is good. So again, thank you all for stopping by. I do appreciate it. It's always nice to hang out. Makes my gameplay a little more entertaining, just because there's other people that I can interact with. So with the free time I get, I'd rather share with you guys. So outside of that, if you guys have any suggestions, you can always stop by the YouTube channel and you know, drop any comments there for suggestions and additional stuff you want to see. I don't know. I try to sneak in some RimWorld here and there and other games, but again, it's what I play is what I play when I have the time. So if you guys have any suggestions for games that I haven't played or anything like that, let me know. I got a little bit in the budget for picking up games, so that's not a big deal. So if there's anything you're really interested in seeing, you know, let me know. But again, wherever you happen to be, again, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and I will catch you guys later. So you guys have a good one.